Welcome back to the channel, you big bass lovers. It's Demont coming back at you again. I want to start this off with a little bit of a PSA. If you guys are like me, I'm 50 now, well, almost 50. Having to start having colonoscopies. One of my favorite things is this Lipton Diet Georgia Peach iced tea. If you are having the 1-day cleanse, I don't know about the 2-day cleanse because I didn't do the 2-day cleanse. Don't mix it with that. It becomes napalm or some kind of comparable to paint thinner. Gas is the nastiest ass stuff I've ever had. It was bad. It says mix it with Gatorade. I thought, hey, I like this stuff. It's not carbonated. I can shake the shit out of it. It was bad. It was real bad. Don't do it. Okay, so let's get into this. I'm having to make a couple of videos today, or try to get some videos made today because my wife's off. Today, tomorrow, she works Saturday, then she's off all next week, so I'm not gonna be able to do any of my stuff. So there's that. Another quick PSA. Not really a PSA, but good advice. If you drink these, the best ones I can tell you to get, by far, probably the best one's cookie dough, banana, birthday cake, cinnamon roll. That's probably my favorite ones. That's probably the best ones, by far. I mean, the peanut butter cup one seems like it's good in function, but in all actuality, it's just okay. This is really good. The other ones that I told you about are really good. The cookie dough one, I hardly can ever keep because my wife goes through them. And now my younger son has found out he really likes them. And so he drinks the crap out of them. So it's like, y'all drink all my protein shakes. Stop it. All right, so first things. These are hook hangers. I got these. I always buy these off of Amazon because they come a lot faster. You can buy them off of eBay. You can get them off of AliExpress. They're a little bit cheaper, not much, but you take a long time to get them. They come in. Here's all the hook hangers. Well, you get this pack and this pack, the hook hangers. Then you get 2 different sizes of rubber bands. You get a little one and a big one for each one. The little one I use the most. Let me go and take one out and I'll show you kind of what I do. If you order a lot of BFS rods in general, but especially ones that come from AliExpress or Japan, I have all of them. They do not come with a hook hanger. And either you gotta, this is the hook hanger right here. So it's got a pad on the back. Then this is your hook hanger. We're gonna show you real fast in a minute. If you don't have a hook hanger, what I like to do, some people like to take and put their hook on their reel right here. I don't like to do that because it'll start, especially it starts wearing out your reel. It starts like digging into your reel, especially if you have like a magnesium frames are a little tougher than the carbon frames you get from CDM. Or even, to be honest, there's a lot, and I do mean a lot, of manufacturers doing carbon frames or nylon frames, plastic frames, all that kind of jazz. These are simple to put on. You're going to put it on with this piece going up. I like to kind of usually put them on. If you can put them on in the back, it makes it a lot easier if you're putting them in like a rod sock to put them in the boat, or you can put them up front. Some people like to put them up here, but I just don't really like to put them up there because it seems like they get in the way. And on this rod, what you have to do, where you're putting it at, you got to look at your little rings and see what ring is going to best fit that rod. Give me 1 second. I don't know why. I wish they would just put them. They used to kind of leave these free. I get these for a lot of rods. I used to. Your hook hanger is going to be one of the first things that gets eroded away from rust, because you're putting a salty plastic on metal, and it's wet usually. So when you're putting something wet against something metal and you add the salt, it's going to make it deteriorate a lot faster. You know, these things, you're going to basically put see, it's got like a little arm right here. See the two arms? The rubber band goes on the arm like this. I know that's really fucking hard to see. I could probably turn it around and get the camera. Maybe I'll do it on another rod, but right now. Then you're going to grab your rubber band. This rubber band might be too small for the bottom of the blank. Nope, it fit on there pretty good. There we go. And so now you see I have the hook hanger added right there. So let me show you this. Instead of putting it like if I'm doing it like if I don't have a hook hanger, if I ain't got one yet. I was out of these. Well, truth be known, I probably have these since we moved. They're probably out in my barn. I ain't found them yet. So, but they're cheap. Like you can get, I think this was, I don't remember off the top of my head. I think this was, does it say on the sticker? This was 20. And 20 of these was like 11 bucks. I'll leave a link down in the sub description, but now instead of putting it in here, and sometimes when you have it in here, depends on the quality of your reel. It can get stuck in your spool tension knob and it can get stuck in your handle. But now, let's bring it right here, bring it right up underneath that, and that's where it goes. All right, so just showing you that little bit of info. So now we have a hook hanger, and this is dang, get my mind clear. This is the Major Craft rod, the Benkai. It's for the money, one of the better BFS rods, in BFS power rods. Let me rephrase that. There's a lot of different BFS rods out there that have a super soft tip, and you can't hardly get a good hook set with a plastic like this, or almost any kind of plastic for that matter. Let me set this one down over here on this, what is this, magical rod? I would put it up here. This looks like it might even be too skinny for that. We'll find out real fast. Let's see. It just makes carrying this stuff around a lot easier. Instead of, like on this one, if you don't have this, you have to, let me get out a small band. Give me a second. You have to put your lure on your ring or put it on your reel. And since this is the Castex, I know it's a carbon frame reel. I don't want to put it on a carbon frame reel, so I'm just going to stick this on here. Let's see if I can. I'm hoping this ring's not too big. It should work. Of course, I say it should work, and then it doesn't want to do right for me. There it goes. So now I've got my hook hanger I kind of put, when I'm putting it here, I like to put it in the back so it doesn't mess with the line coming off the spool. Now, I can bring my bait, oops, come on you. Bring it right down. It's got like a slot right there. And then now there's your bait sitting at the back. You can actually mess with this a little bit, like if you don't want it to sit out, your barbs go different ways. So you can bring it over to the other barb. And now it kind of sits more into your rod. I feel like I just want to give you a little more information, because if you leave it out like that, these hooks will grab shit. This is being honest, they'll grab shit. Especially if you're like, with me, I like to leave, in my F-150, I leave probably 6 rods in there at a time. That's why I kind of, these rods are a lot better than the 2-piece rods your dad grew up with. Or even that I grew up with, let's be honest. I'm old as hell. These rods are very sensitive. I'm really impressed with this magical rod as well. For 40 bucks, it has a really good tip. You could probably fish almost any, and it's really sensitive too. You can fish moving baits, you can fish plastics, you can fish a lot of stuff with this rod. You could probably just bring one rod. Okay, let's set that to the side. Just want to go over some tackle that I got from AliExpress. And then I got to go over some reels. I'm trying to get as much stuff done. I'm going to take there'll be different videos. But I'll link these down below so you guys can take a look at them if you want to. Going in with the fuzzy dice idea that I had, I found these on AliExpress. I got 2 different colors of them. And they're Barrett's eggs, yeah. These are the underwater, low underwater resistance modes. That means these sink faster. Then you have other ones over there that sink slower. This box is really weird for what you're getting. I didn't know what it was when it came in, because they came in a pack like this, and it felt like it was some kind of, it felt like it was like a Plano 3500 or something. It's like, this is weird. What is this thing? But they come in a little thing like this. Let's take this off. And they come in, they have, I don't want these to fall out, but you can see right here, they have like, almost like the Z-Man Ned, little Ned head things, but they're right here. They're a little bit different. The way these work, I mean, getting this thing in my hand, it feels, it's not Elastec, but it feels nice. This is gonna, doesn't really have no scent to it, so what I probably do is I'll soak it in some bait fuel. I probably take them out of this little thing right here, but they come with these little, they call it counterweight locks. But all they are, you have 2 different ones here. You have one for each one. One's a little bit lighter. Here's the lighter one. See, here's the weight on the bottom. There's your hook. And you're supposed to go up through his little bottom egg piece right here. Yeah, it goes right through. And then it goes up. You kind of see how it pushes up through there. Boop, 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 boop. I gotta stop. And then what you do is you fish this with a Wacky hook, and you run your Wacky hook. You see where your eye there is. You run your Wacky hook through this little nipple, his little teat. You run the Wacky hook through there and through that little loop, and that holds it in place. Look at that little thing. The bass have never seen this shit, especially around here. So I can guarantee you, this is gonna catch a bunch of fish. This color here, ooh, it tried to run away. This color here is like it's like a really dark melon color with red flake. It almost looks like, let me get it in front of the camera. It almost looks like it's black and red, but black with red flake, but it's not. You can see the green in it. Let's see if I can get to focus. But yeah, I think this is gonna be awesome. I can't see why this would not be awesome. Let me just rephrase that. I cannot see why this would not be awesome. I gotta find a way. What I'm probably gonna have to do is just put all these baits in a Ziploc bag with some bait fuel and get them soaked up real good, ready to go. But yeah, that's been the Barrett's Egg, or however you want to say it, by Innsville. Contest mode. One of my other viewers were talking about this. I wish that sometimes these people in China would just hire somebody. It doesn't even have to be an American. It could be somebody from Australia, somebody from England, somebody from anywhere that speaks English as their first language, and tell them that this don't make sense. It don't make sense. Ravencraft. Okay, so that's those. I don't know if you remember on the other video I told you that the little Kazashi with the bill, I was missing some of them. They came in. They came in this random bag. Also a couple of little BFS lures that I like. This is the little, I think it's called using lure. I like these a lot. They come with different hooks. They come with two little small trebles, or they come with two, you can see them in there with an orange. Those are little like circle hooks. I've used this lure several times. That's when I buy like one. I bought 4 of these now. 4 of these this time. They were like $1 or something a piece. And but I don't use these little treble hooks here. I go to I think it's a size, I want to say it's a size 8. Either size 8 or size 7 treble. I have to order them special. I have a little box of smaller trebles for all these little BFS lures, just because they either come in with the right size hook, like these are Suranoia. They always use good, and Bear King, and a few other ones always use really good quality components. There's quite a few other ones out that you can get a really good deal on, but sometimes you might need to change the components. This one, the split rings are okay. They're pretty good quality. But the hooks are actually good quality, but they're too small. The circle hooks are not. They're the right size. But if you want to use a treble hook, you got to change them. I haven't thrown it with the circle hooks. Maybe I should give it a try. Maybe don't knock it till you try it. Isn't that what they say? Okay, so I have a bunch of other stuff that came in too, but I think we have to do another video about that. Real quick. These Bear King, I know they're kind of like knockoffs of the 110s, but they look really good. And they have some different ones. This one here is kind of like a shad wrap, not shad wrap, but X wrap. I got several different ones of these, and my other little BFS lipless came in. This is another one of those little guys that has a teeny bit too hook. I mean, you gotta go up 2 sizes on that hook. So that just kind of gives you an idea of how small they are. Okay, so real quick, then we're gonna go on something else. And these are the Vikings, the Bear King Sparrow Viking and the Bass Slicker Viking series, the Bass Slicker series. And then, but yeah, that's just like an X-Wrap. Doesn't have a feather tail, but the body is just like an X-Wrap. And it says M66 Squad 65 SP. Produced by Bear King. Now I'm going to tell you, be careful with these hooks. These hooks are really sharp. Really sharp. Bear King makes a really good bait for a really good price. And another one on Tersonoia. They make really good, almost any of their hard baits are really good. And they got a bunch of really good plastics. And Bear King makes good hard baits and plastics. And a lot of people use Malava, which is like the little small paddle tails. And then another one that's really good is Greenfish. Now, I do know Greenfish has a presence already here in the United States, but you can get their stuff a lot cheaper off of AliExpress. But here's the little, basically it's the X-Wrap without the feather tail. You can put a feather tail on it if you want to, but sometimes even on the X-Wrap, I take the little feather tail off because I get a lot more erratic action out of it, because that feather tail makes it glide a lot smoother. But it entices more bites when it's just sitting there. I've noticed sometimes in the X-Wrap, on pressure conditions, when it's just sitting there with that feather tail and just sitting there, and that little tail is just doing a little bit of this, that little feather, it'll make the fish just sit there and look at it, and as soon as it moves, it's like, get you. But yeah, these look, these are, it says on here designed in Japan. So I think they consulted somebody from Mega Bass or something like that. Or they just stole their design. Hell, who knows? Everybody steals designs. It's just, that's what it is, what it is. And these are, they're not 110s. I think these are 98 millimeter. Yep. 9.8 centimeters is what they're saying on here. But wow, yeah, I'm just taking this out and looking at it. Wow, that thing looks sharp. Look at that thing. It's got the really good hooks. Yep. Those are sharp, boy. Be careful. They're like Teflon coated. So you can look at the back. Look at the eye. Finish is really good on them. Weight transfer system's nice. Yep. And these were like, I think, I'll put it down below, but I know I got them on sale. I think these were $2 something. These were like right at $2 a piece as well. I think their normal price is $3 and $4. And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you these. I'm pretty sure the Headhunter jerkbaits and stuff I like so much, I'm pretty sure Bear King makes their stuff for them. I've never talked to anybody there, so I don't know if that's true, but they look about the same. But there's this, the 110 knockoff especially. There's some that make it really well, and some that make it fast and shitty. What I mean by fast and shitty, the molds they use, the baits they make, the walls are real thin. Sometimes that gives you a good action, but that also means they're going to break a lot faster. And there's some of them out there, Lucky Strike, I'm talking to you, who use really, really cheap components. The split rings, the hooks, everything you need to change before you even try to throw that thing. Because as soon as you catch a 2-pounder, you're going to get your feelings hurt when your O-ring straightens out, your hook bends out. I've even had the line tie pull out of the motherfucker. So change your stuff. But in all actuality, you can get a Headhunter, or you can get one of these for about the exact same cheaper. These are cheaper. The Headhunter, that's actually cheaper as well. Now think about it. So don't even buy the damn Lucky Strike one. I mean, I know Rick Clun put his name on it. I think he's still the greatest. But damn. Don't make stuff so cheap. Okay. So, I'm going to come back in a few minutes. You're going to see me wearing the same damn shirt because I got to get these videos made, because I'm going to have my ass in there with her watching videos, watching movies. I'm going to be watching rom-coms all day today and tomorrow. Y'all pray for me, if you pray. If you don't pray, wish me luck. All right, guys. Till next time, tight lines. It's been fun hanging out with you. It's your boy Demont. I'll holler at you later.